Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Valeria and I'm doing fitness and weight loss related videos. In this video I decided to share with you my full day of eating on a cut. Also with this video I'm decided to kick off my Getting Lean series where I'm going to share my progress with you. So let's get into that. For breakfast I'm going to cook egg quesadilla. I'm going to put on a pan eggs and fry it with a lavash flatbread. It's kind of like tortilla but has much less ingredients, just flour and water. So I like it over tortilla much more. And breakfast is ready. This is egg quesadilla with a pecorino cheese inside, cappuccino with the full fat milk, and a small cupcake which I had from my boyfriend in my fridge, so I need to I need to finish it, but that's totally fine to enjoy the foods which you like during your diet as soon as you can fit it. Also in that video I wanted to touch up on the topic of calorie deficit because I feel that a lot of people setting up the calorie deficit for themselves wrong. Most of people going with a very low calorie number and cutting way too much, which will then fall into circle of restricting too much and then binge eating. What I recommend to do is not to rely on any of online calculators in order to define your calories for your cutting diet. What I was doing before, I was tracking everything I was eating when I was not on a diet, and that's basically for the months of December. It was of course holidays and I was maybe eating even a little bit more, but not every day, and I was accountable for what I eat, and I had a rough estimation of my calorie intake, and that was around 24 to 2500 calories. Therefore I started my cutting diet with around 2k calories a day, and I like also to measure the calories in weekly, so 14k calories weekly. That gives me a little bit more of a space and a little bit more of food freedom, because maybe one day I want to eat less and then another day I want to eat a little bit more, or you have some social event, then you can just be more flexible with your calories than just every day hit exact amount of calories, carbs, proteins and fat. And that basically leads to another point with a calorie deficit is metabolic adaptation. Metabolic adaptation is very, very well described in the book Why We Eat Too Much by Dr. Andrew Jenkinson. I really recommend that book for reading because he really goes deep into our ancestral times and explains basically why in 21st century we had that obesity syndrome, and why basically people eager to store more fat now than back then in times. To overcome metabolic adaptation, I would recommend first to stick to weekly calorie intake. That will give you more food freedom, plus your body will be not adapted to one amount of calories you consume. Second, you can also implement diet breaks. For example, 5 weeks you're on a cut and then 1 week you go on your maintenance calories. That will lead to a longer term result which you will be able to keep off. What I'm doing myself is I'm tracking all my calorie intake in a weekly basis, and I'm tracking my weight. I do not weigh myself every day. I don't know, I just found it very exhausting, but I weigh myself every Monday. Past 3 weeks I was at around 2k calorie a day, and my weight was going down. But I noticed that this week I didn't really lose much. So next week I'm going to drop 200 calories down, and my daily calorie intake will be around 1800 calories. Yesterday I took my progress photos as well, so my indicator is not just weight. I will also try to make progress photos once a month to see how am I doing. So this is where we start at. I'm looking for getting leaner and just to get more muscle definition. Every week I track my lifts at the gym. Every week I track my weight and I track my calorie intake, plus of course protein, carbs and fat. I really try to hit around 140 grams of protein a day. It seems quite a lot, but it's just what works for me. I try to be more on the higher end of protein and fats and moderate carbs. It doesn't mean I don't eat carbs at all, but I try to eat less and I try to exclude carbs from my dinners. That's also what helps me with the weight loss. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to cover also in that video. So I decided to go to the gym now to train glutes, but it's already 1, and I decided not to have lunch, but to have a protein shake just to get through the workout. Okay, for the shake here I have blueberries. I think those are Forest One. They taste like Forest One. Then full fat bio farm milk. I think this is the only milk you need to drink. And also grass-fed whey protein in Taste Farm chocolate. That one is very nice and it's very clean and quality protein. I have no mustache. Blueberry mustache, yeah, it tastes very nice. I like the combination of chocolate and blueberries. I'm back from the gym. I had a really nice session. I'm super tired and hungry. And for lunch, I'm going to have baked potatoes with chicken and tomato sauce. I have it already half ready. I peeled the potatoes before I went to the gym and let them soak in cold water so all the starch can go out and they become like more crispy. Now I will load them to the baking sheet with a little bit of olive oil and salt and put them into the oven. Going to have chicken, which I cooked yesterday. Chicken and tomato sauce and zucchini, plus I'm going to top it with a half burrata because the other half I ate yesterday, and with the organic pesto. And so yeah, I will warm it up. Potatoes will be ready and that will be my lunch. And lunch is ready. Chicken, 180 gram of potatoes, I think around 120 gram of chicken. I'm going to have a little dessert. This is Medjool dates with my favorite thing in the world. be soft. I mean, this is not the healthiest thing you can eat, but if you eat it in moderation, if you like it a lot, that could work, because I really don't want to restrict myself too much, as it will just play with me bad mentally. Yeah, I will be just not able to stick with a diet for a longer period of time. So that's why I allow myself snacks, cupcakes, like you saw in the morning. I will also have with that a piece of dark chocolate. I like is that one, leaned 78%. This is really nice. You could think that this will taste bitter or something, because like the percentage of cacao is quite high, but this called smooth dark, and it's really very smooth, and yeah, just very nice chocolate. That's it. That's my snack, and I will have a green tea with that. So it's already almost 7. I got pretty hungry, but not that hungry that I would cook a real meal, like another meal, like a fish or chicken with some veggies. So I think today will go just for the yogurt with the protein powder and some fruit. As to be honest, I'm almost done with my carbs for today, and I still have some protein and fat left. Protein yogurt is one of my favorite foods, I think. I'll have 150 grams of yogurt. Also full fat, like 4% fat. Farm yogurt. Bio. I started to incorporate a lot of like bio and farm foods, as they're much better quality. And maybe like 20 grams of protein. Oh, this is my dinner. Not what I usually have, but sometimes when I have a later lunch, I just have some, yeah, not have a meal like yogurt for dinner, or maybe cottage cheese with fruits. That was it for my full day of eating on a cut. In total, we got 1820 calories with 130 grams of protein, 160 carb, and 76 fat. I'm a little bit over carb and a little bit less protein than I planned, but that's that's fine. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!